You know what to do. You've read the books. You understand risk management, position sizing, stop losses. You know trading is probabilities, not certainties. But then you enter a trade and it loses. You feel angry, cheated. Like the market took something from you. This gap between knowing and doing? Mark Douglas spent his career explaining why it exists and how to close it. Here's his core insight. Anything can happen. Every single trade. It doesn't matter how good your setup looks, how perfect the entry, how many indicators align. This specific trade can still lose. Most traders accept this intellectually. They nod along. Sure, anything can happen. But emotionally, they expect to win. That expectation creates the pain when they lose. Douglas taught 5 fundamental truths. 1. Anything can happen. 2. You don't need to know what happens next to make money. 3. There's a random distribution between wins and losses for any edge. 4. An edge is just higher probability. 5. Every moment in the market is unique. Most traders memorize these but don't believe them. Watch how this plays out. You take a perfect setup, your A-plus trade. It loses. Now you're doubting your system. Maybe it doesn't work anymore. Maybe you need a new strategy. Or worse. Next time you see that same setup, you hesitate. You don't take it. It wins without you. This emotional roller coaster comes from treating trading like predictions instead of probabilities. Here's the shift Douglas taught. You're not trying to predict this trade. You're executing an edge over many trades. Think of a casino. They don't know if the next hand wins or loses. They don't care. They know over thousands of hands. The edge plays out. Your job is the same. Execute your edge consistently. Let probability handle the rest. The recognition signal. After a loss, you're analyzing what went wrong with that specific trade. Searching for the mistake. Sometimes there isn't one. The trade simply hit the losing side of your probability distribution. That's not failure. That's statistics. If your edge wins 60%, 40% of perfectly executed trades will lose. Perfectly executed still loses. That's normal. Douglas identified why this is so hard. Humans are wired to find patterns and predict outcomes. That works in most of life. If you touch fire, you get burned. Cause and effect. Direct. Consistent. Markets don't work that way. The same setup wins Monday, loses Tuesday, wins Wednesday. No direct cause and effect. Just probabilities playing out over time. Here's your practical application. Before entering any trade, say this out loud. I don't know if this specific trade will win or lose. I'm executing my edge. Over many trades, my edge will produce profits. This single trade is just one event in a large sample. Sounds simple. It's not. Your ego hates uncertainty. It wants to be right about this trade. But being right about individual trades doesn't matter. Being consistent with your edge does. The emotional shift required. Stop evaluating success by individual trades. A losing trade executed according to your plan is a success. A winning trade taken impulsively is a failure. You're measuring process, not outcome. This is what Douglas meant by thinking in probabilities. You focus on execution. The market handles distribution. Most traders treat every loss like evidence their system is broken. Then they change strategies. Start over. Never execute enough trades to let their edge play out. Douglas called this the not enough trades problem. You need hundreds of trades to see your edge. Most traders quit after 20. They never gave probability a chance. Here's the test. Can you take 10 losses in a row without doubting your system? If your edge is real and those losses were all valid setups executed correctly, those losses are just variance, not failure. If you can't emotionally handle that variance, you don't truly think in probabilities. You're still predicting, still expecting each trade to win. Douglas's legacy isn't complicated. Accept uncertainty, execute your edge, let the sample size handle the rest. Stop treating individual trades like pass-fail tests. They're just data points in a probability distribution. The trader who makes money isn't the one who predicts correctly most often. It's the one who executes consistently and lets their edge play out over enough trades. Next time you take a loss, ask yourself, did I follow my process? If yes, that's a successful trade regardless of outcome. You did your job. The market did what it was always free to do. Anything can happen. And that's exactly why your edge works over time.